seems to me that going back to the littoral aspect, almost looking for something different, and it seems that that is different for this year.
Operation.
This year, and I'm also wondering how specifically the freedom until it's supreme, how will they be used in relation to what I know?
Yeah, I think, a couple of things. First, in the SOE phases, we have the opportunity to wring out some of the unique capabilities that, say, USS Freedom brings. And so for those of you that have been following that, we deployed Freedom several years early. She has done a very successful Central and South American deployment and is now here in RIMPAC, and she still has some major testing to do. So the ranges that I alluded to will be utilized fully for Freedom also. So there's a little bit of that aspect. In the design of the exercise itself, we have constrained some of the waters around the Hawaiian Islands to make it limiting, so that only the shallower draft ships can play, so that the speed and agility that are brought by the littoral ships, Supreme and Freedom being highlighted in that regard. We'll be able to test them, learn a lot from that, and see what the capabilities, limitations, and perhaps any adjustments that we need to change to our concept of operations in utilizing that capability.
Sure. Will that aspect of the exercise, and Freedom, will they be operating with Marines, with amphibious landings, in conjunction with larger forces, or are they doing more specialized testing?
Kind of all the above. So as we get into free play, it's a little bit challenging to predict how that will actually pan out, but they will operate in at least conjunction with amphibious operations, as well as doing kind of the littoral precursor operations that they would do, the boardings, the MEO, EMEO kind of operations, but they will be actively playing throughout the exercise and involved in all aspects of it.
Is there anything Hawaii residents should know? Will they see anything that might look alarming that really isn't?
Alarming. I think most of it will be away from the islands. There will be, and we'll make sure we get the announcements out in a timely manner, but there will be amphibious landings, for example, I believe at Bellows, unless somebody is going to contradict me on that. So we've got that on the island of Oahu. We also have some amphibious operations going on the Big Island. So we'll make sure people know and are aware of the time and location of those. But yeah, I think that dynamic of actually bringing people from the sea to the shore, and then kind of stressing the way we do business. So we're demonstrating some new, I think what we call enhanced company operations for the Marine Corps. Test and development of concepts that have come out of their training commands, and see how that works. Again, force multiplier. How do you take smaller numbers, smaller footprint of Marines on the beach, and to utilize the full impact of the combat power that we have available with proper coordination? So we are working those things. You'll see some of that here. You'll see some of that on the Big Island. I think it'll be pretty exciting to watch if you get close enough and safe areas to do so.
What type of scenarios will the jet and subs be in, and also the what type of specific scenarios?
First I would offer that depending on national authorities, the different countries participate in different ways. One of the unique aspects with Japan is they work bilaterally by their constitution, and so we will have them doing separate activities than perhaps the rest of the collective group. And so we will be doing a lot of ASW training, and the fact that we have 2 diesels in the exercise is huge. One of the most challenging environments that we have out there right now, since the United States does not possess diesel submarines, is both submarine versus submarine, nuke against diesel, and also our surface ships and our maritime patrol aircraft being able to locate and then actually prosecute the submarine. So the diesel play will be out there as the scenario evolves, again focusing on core capability for anti-submarine warfare. So a little bit to see, and I think very good because of the quiet capability that they bring.
So there'll be sub on sub.
There may be, again, in free play, a little sub on sub, but clearly an awful lot of surface and air against the sub, scripted in the SOE phase, and then in free play you get a little bit of all of that.
And the Reagan will play a big part.
And the Reagan plays a huge part, yeah, all the way through the operations.